Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois, and we are unpacking this week's comic book order. Today is Tuesday, August 9th, and all of the items you see here will go on sale at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, August 10th. We're going to start with Predator short boxes from Marvel to hold your comics. Just in today, they're beautiful, nice reinforced handles. Those are kind of cool. We also have some Marvel Fortnite Zero War short boxes. Same thing, reinforced, really nice. Blah, 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 blah. Before we get started on some of the other Chotsky, would like to mention that if you're interested in the Spider-Man shirts or any of the other shirts you might happen to see Mr. Fox wearing that are so fashionable here at Fox Comics, you can always ask and we can order them for you. So you can use Mr. Fox as a fashion plate. All right, up first, we've got more of the Something is Killing the Children official bandanas. Came in today, and they are just like you see the characters wearing in the story. So very, very cool. We have Uncanny X-Men Trading Cards, the complete series. And it's kind of a book showing each one of the cards and giving a little bit story about it. So that's kind of cool. Non-sport updates, those of you that do non-sports cards and like reading the articles about the releases and getting price information and stuff like that. There you go. Dragon Ball Super Volume 16, I think was out last week. This is probably a damage replacement, but there that is. Speaking of damage replacement, the Lady Killer #1, some of them have some corner damage, so they are getting replaced as we speak. But Lady Killer Volume 1 and Lady Killer Volume 2 both came in this week, reorders. Joelle Jones, fantastic story about a June Cleaver type woman at home wearing her dress and pearls and also being a contract killer on the side. Other manga out this week, Vampire Dormitory Volume 6, it's out. The Rush, this is the entire series of the Rush comics in one book, that is out. Jack Kirby's Commandy, The Last Boy on Earth, that's out this week. And also from the Epic Collection at Marvel, Star Wars The Clone Wars. That's out this week. So you've got that to look forward to. All right, let's get started with why you're all here, and that's the comic books. From Dynamite, we have issue 1 of James Bond 007, or Ian Fleming's James Bond 007. And there's the variant cover for that. From Image Publishing, issue 5 of A Town Called Terror. From Upshot, we have issue 2 of Absolution. Marvel brings us issue 7 of The Amazing Spider-Man. And there's the Predator variant for that. And then we have the really cool Oscorp suit variant. From Aftershock Comics, we have issue 3 of Astronaut Down. Marvel brings us issue 59 of The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And there's the Beyond Amazing variant. Also from Marvel out this week, The Avengers and Moon Girl. But I think that's Devil Dinosaur appearing on one of the variants. And there's another variant there. From DC, we have issue 9 of Batgirls. And once they put a inflatable unicorn on the cover, we don't get variants for that comic because you can't beat that cover. DC also brings us issue 18 of Batman Urban Legends. And there's the lovely variant for that. From Titan Comics, we have issue 1 of Blade Runner, Black Lotus. And there's the beautiful variant cover right there. Marvel is up next with issue 8 of Black Panther. And DC brings us issue 4 of Blood Syndicate. Marvel's up next with Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, issue 3. And there's the variant cover for that. Marvel's also up next with issue 5 of Captain Carter. And then we have from Blood Moon Comics, a comic out this week called Cover the Dead with Lime. And kind of an interesting looking comic, and that's issue 1. And there's a variant cover for that. Then from DC, we have Dark Crisis, Worlds Without a Justice League, Green Lantern. And that is issue 1. Also from DC, we have issue 1 of Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. And we have a body bag variant that even says Gotham City Police Department Corner on it. That's pretty cool. An oddly distorted Superman chest on the black and white variant. And then we have the homage variant. Then the beautiful acetate cover for cover A of War of the Undead Gods right there. From Image Publishing, up next we have issue 1 of The Deadliest Bouquet. And there's one of the variants with a bouquet on it, oddly enough. And then there's another variant. From Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 5 of Draculina. Image Publishing is up next with issue 4 of 8 Billion Genies. There's the variant cover there. And then after that, we will have from Dynamite Publishing, Elvira in Horror Land, and that is Horror Land, issue 3. And there's the variant cover for that. Again, that is Horror Land. DC Comics are up next with Future State Gotham, issue 16. And there's the lovely variant for that. From Marvel, we have issue 1 of Ghost Rider Vengeance Forever. And the beautiful variant cover for that right there. Also from Marvel, giant size Gwen Stacy. And I think that's kind of mean-spirited to point that out. Sure, she's picked up a little bit of weight, but she's had a couple of kids. And then there's the Peach Momoko variant to giant size Gwen Stacy. From DC, normal sized Harley Quinn, issue 19. And there's one of the variant covers for Harley Quinn, issue 19. And then again, another throwback like they did last week, just fantastic. Love those throwback covers for the variants on Harley. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, we have Hellboy and the BPRD 1957 Falling Sky. DC brings us I Am Batman, issue 12. And there's your I Am Batman, issue 12 variant cover. Next up, we have from Marvel, Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor, and that is going to be issue 3. And it looks like another Momoko variant there. From DC, we have Jurassic League, issue 4. And there's the variant cover for Jurassic League, issue 4. From Image Publishing, King Spawn, issue 13. And there's your variant cover for that. Then next up from, I think all I grabbed was the variant on this. And from Image Publishing, we have issue 1 of Tom King's Love Everlasting. I believe that, let me double check my stack here. I think that's the only one. Oh, no, here's the A cover after all. There's the A cover. So this will be your variant. This is your A, and there's your variant. All right. From Marvel, we have issue 1 of Miss Marvel and Wolverine. They dated a bit in the 90s. It was kind of odd, but they did make a book about it. So there you go, and there's the variant cover for that. You're probably thinking, gosh, not a Peach Momoko? Yeah, there's a Peach Momoko variant as well. From DC, Naomi, Season 2, Issue 6. So that's going to be the last of the 6 available of Naomi, Season 2. From Marvel, New Fantastic Four, Issue 1, this is a second printing. For those of you who missed out the first time around, we have second printings of them. From DC, we have issue 3 of the 4 scheduled for Nubia, Queen of the Amazons. And there's the swimsuit. I know a lot of you are interested in it. If there was a swimsuit variant from DC this week, and there is, and spoiler alert, it's not the only one. There's the standard B cover variant for Nubia, Queen of the Amazons. Abstract Studio is up next. Most of you probably know what that means and are quite excited by it. If you've ever read Rachel Rising or Serial, it's a comic from a woman, Terry Moore, Parker Girls. It's going to be phenomenal. Just trust me when I tell you everything she writes and draws is just wonderful. Marvel, highly anticipated for quite some time now. Predator #1. And there's the Predator #1, I can't believe it took so long variant cover. And then we have the Predator I'm Still Hunting Even Though It's Almost a Year Overdue variant cover. And then we have Predator Standing on Top of Marvel Headquarters Demanding to Know Why His Comic So Late variant cover. And then that, which is a very nice variant cover there. And then, of course, you cannot beat a Scotty Young variant cover for Predator. Image is up next with Prodigy issue 2. And that is the Icarus Society version of Prodigy. Marvel is up next with issue 5 of Punisher. From Dynamite, we have, I'm sure, what is a one-shot Red Sonja Fairy Tales. And there's another cover option for that. From Oni Press, the 25th anniversary of Rick and Morty. Aftershock is up next with Samurai Doggy. And then we also will have kind of an introduction, and it's an excerpt from the first chapter of Sandman Book 1. We'll be giving those out while supplies last on them. So if you're looking to compare the show to the comic, it's a great way for you to get an idea of what the comic's like. And those will be freebies handed out tomorrow until while supplies last. First come, first serve. Don't call and reserve. Dynamite Publishing, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, with a gorgeous Perillo cover, issue 8. Image, Slumber, issue 6. Star Wars, Bounty Hunters, issue 26 from Marvel. And another Marvel, Star Wars, Han Solo and Chewbacca, issue 5. And then you have your Choose Your Destiny variant for Han Solo and Chewbacca, issue 5. From Image, you have Starhinge, The Dragon and the Boar, issue 2. And there's the issue 2 variant. From DC, we have issue 14 of Superman, Son of Kal-El. And there's the whimsical variant for Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue 14. Aftershock Comics is up next with There's Something Wrong with Patrick Todd, issue 2. And I'd have to agree with them because I think Patrick Todd had a pull list here and we had some issues with him. So, all right, up next from Image, Mirka Andolfo's Unnatural. And I believe this to be a one-shot, or no, this is a two-shot, I think, issue 2, Blue Blood. Dynamite is up next with probably another one-shot called Vampirilla, Fairy Tales. And there's the variant cover for that. Marvel brings us Venom, Lethal Protector, issue 5. And there's the variant cover for that. Dark Horse is up next with issue 3 of The Ward. Then from DC, Wonder Woman, issue 790. And there's your Wonder Woman variant. And as promised, the swimsuit variant is right there. And from Marvel, we have X-Men Legends. And then we have the X-Men Legends variant cover. That's all the comics and Chotsky that came in this week. Again, remember, all of this goes on sale tomorrow, Wednesday, August 10th, here at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Also, we'd like to remind you that coming up At the beginning of next month, I think it's the 3rd of September, will be the BirdCon Comic Con over in Harrisburg. So that'll be Saturday, September 3rd. Just a quick reminder for that. Go out and visit some of the artists that draw here as well and buy some prints from them. So that'll be it for this week. We hope to see you in here tomorrow morning. Thanks so much.